Hi everyone, it's Vicki. We're here today to practice some chair yoga. Now, chair yoga is not just for seniors, it's not just for students that have physical annoyances or students that need the chair because they're a beginner. Chair yoga can be for anyone. And I like practicing chair yoga once in a while because I get a little bit of a different stretch when I'm on the chair as I do just on the mat by myself. So the most important thing I need to tell you to start this practice is to see if you can get a kitchen style chair. All four legs on your mat. So all 4 points of the chair are on the mat. If you're not using a mat, see if you can put it on a carpet, and that will work. You don't want the chair to slide around as you're doing this practice. That's the most important thing. Okay, it will help if your chair does not have arms, so I suggest a kitchen style chair. This particular chair has a nice high back, so if you have one that has a nice high back, that works really nicely too. So let's ground our sitting bones into the chair. We want to sit a little bit towards the edge of the chair, so my back is not against the back of this chair. I am fairly far forward on the chair, feet are on the ground, knees and feet are hips distance apart. Let's sit tall, lift our heart center, and as we settle in with our sitting bones to the chair and our feet to the ground, let's pick our shoulders up and roll them back and down a few times. Get some tension out of the upper body, the neck, the upper back, and even the back of the head. So just rolling your shoulders back a few times. And then allow the shoulders to melt back and down. Sitting tall, crown of the head lifted, the belly is gently drawn in, the heart center lifted, low back very long, so we're tall. Shoulders are going to stay back and down. Allow yourself to take some deep breaths here. You may even want to close your eyes for a moment as you feel your own breathing, 5 or 6 breaths. Today I'd like to give you a mantra that you can connect with as we practice. And that mantra today is, I am calm, I am grounded, and I am peaceful. I am calm, grounded, and peaceful. On your next inhale, let's release the arms from wherever you had them on your lap. And inhale, lift the arms up overhead, stretching fingers to the sky. Some of you might touch your hands together. If you can reach, that's fine. And then exhale, bring the arms down, gently push that energy back towards earth. On your next inhale, bring that up again. Let it surround you. Breathe, exhale, bring it back down. You don't have to follow me. You can do this at your own pace. The inhale, lift up. And the exhale, and bring it down. Good. 2 more times. Inhale. Breathe. Stay tall. Exhale. Bring it down. Good. Inhale. I am calm. I am grounded. I am peaceful. Exhale and bring that down. Beautiful. On your next one, let's inhale up, leaving the arms here overhead, separating the hands if you had them together. Let's exhale this left arm down to our side to the chair and see if you can reach just a little bit more with that right arm, maybe towards the side wall for you. Good. Use your belly muscles to come back to center and inhale, opposite arm up. Let's bring that right arm down and melt into a little stretch there to the side. Notice how the ribs just open up, stretch stretching those little muscles inside there. Inhale, back to center. Opposite arm comes up. Let's do one more each side. Exhale, melt. Breathe. If you're comfortable, turn your head towards that upper arm to stretch. Good, back to center. Inhale, last one. Exhale, opposite arm down. Breathe. Some of you might turn the head towards the arm that's in the air. Breathing. Inhaling slowly back to center. Now this time on your exhale, turn your whole torso from your belly towards your left wall, and then soften the elbows and drop the arms. They may land on your lap, they may land on the chair. Doesn't matter, you're twisting. Keep your knees facing forward. If you feel comfortable, let your chin drop towards your left shoulder. Good. Now inhaling, lifting the arms back, bringing the torso back to center. A little work here. Bring it all the way around to the other side. Then soften your elbows and let the arms drop down. Wherever they land is fine. Notice how your lower body is still facing forward. Your chin can drop towards your shoulder. Good, we'll do one more each side. Inhale, come to center. Turn your whole torso, then drop those arms, relax, twist, breathe, stay tall. One more, inhale, come back to center all the way around, and then release, breathe. Good, let's bring those arms up one more time, torso back to center, and gently hands to heart, reminding yourself, I am calm. I am grounded. I am peaceful. Good. Now we'll do some variations today of boat pose. Please do what you can. I will bring some options into this. Let's lift our left leg up. Some of you might be able to float the knee up like that. And then exhale down. Good. Now opposite leg. See if you can float it off now. You might be able to lift that up, maybe not. If not, just come up onto the ball of the foot. Exhale down. Good. Let's try that again. Maybe letting go with the arms. As if you're going to give someone a big hug here. Right? Exhale down. Opposite leg. Inhale. Arms are optional. Hold your chair with the arms if you need to. Exhale down. Good. Now this time we'll add on. Inhale, lift the knee. Now some of you might be able to push that heel out long, right? And then bring the knee back and exhale down. Good, let's try the other one. Inhale. Some of you may be pushing the leg long. This is a lot of work. Stay tall. Bring the knee back and down. Good, one more on each side. Inhale, left knee up. Extend out for some of you. Come back to center and down. Good. One more. Stay as tall as you can. Inhale. Press out. Good. Come back and exhale down. Beautiful job. Now, leaving the feet down, let's bring the arms out. This is a little hand movement of compassion to the world. So giving the world a hug right now. It's very nice, right? Now, on your next breath, give yourself a hug and draw your belly in as if you're rounding your back. So like a little cat back is what we're doing here. Rounding your back. Good. Now open out again to that little compassion mudra, right? And this time, bring the hands behind you. See if you can touch the chair or just your hips and lift your heart up. Little back bend. Stretching your whole belly, right? Through the chest muscles, throat. Come back to center, back to that mudra of compassion. Let's do this a little faster. Exhale, hug. Round your back. Open it up. And then find your inhale here. Lift the heart up, stretch. Back to center. Exhale, hug yourself. Little cat back. Open up. Good. And let that heart lift up. Breathe. Good. Last time, back to center. This time, make sure you put that opposite arm on top of your hug, right? We forget to do things like that to stay even. Back to center. And then that lift of the heart, that little camel stretch. Good, back to center, good. Now, if you are able to stand up, we're gonna leave the chair right here. We'll stand up and do a little chair practice, arms to our sides in standing mountain pose. Now let's inhale up. As you exhale the hands to heart, bend your knees as if you're ready to sit in your chair, but we won't sit down yet. So just a little shift back there, the hips, and drop the arms again. Come on up. Exhale, come back down. Good, but we're not going to sit down yet. Drop the arms. Inhale. Exhale down. Good, 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is great for the legs. Remember, our thigh muscles strengthen our knees. They keep the knees stabilized and strong. Good. Now just come back to standing here, arms down. Very nice. Now let's try that the other way. Be careful. We'll sit back down in the chair. Take your time. Now this time we're going to try to stand up. So we're in seated mountain pose. When you're ready, see if you can stand up to your chair. A little harder for some. Good. Now bring the arm down. Find your chair and sit down. Good. Inhale, come back up, hands to heart. Be strong. Arms down, find your chair behind you. Be careful. Find it, it's there, and then sit down. Good, 2 more. Come back up, hands to heart, strong legs. Drop the arms, reach back, the chair is there, sit down. Good, 1 more. Let's hold this one, an extra breath, breathe. Stay strong. Arms drop and we sit back in the chair, relax. Very, very nice, good. Now if you need to stay here longer, that's fine. If not, we'll stand up and do something else. So let's stand up. Now we're going to turn the direction of the chair. Anytime you pick your chair up, make sure you bend your knees, right? Bend your knees. Come from the legs. We're turning the chair so that the low side of the chair is going to face us. The low side of the chair. I have mine at the edge of the mat if you're using a mat today. Let's bring our feet about 6 inches away from the chair. And we'll do a little half sun salutation with the chair. So the arms inhale up. And just like a bird, soften your knees and swan dive, hinge from the hips down towards the chair, hands on the chair. Relax, relax, relax. Feel free to soften the elbows if you have a little more room in your legs there, right? The gaze is down. Good. Now on your next breath, soften the knees again just a little bit. Inhale as if you're picking something up from the ground. Come all the way back up. Little stretch there and hands back to heart. Good. Let's do a couple more. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to the chair. Pause, breathe. Soften the knees and then reverse that as if you're picking something up. Lift the heart, hands to heart. Good. Same thing. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to the chair. Relax, breathe, stretch the backs of your legs. Soften the knees. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands to heart. Good. Now let's add on to this. Drop the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to the chair. Now pause here. Those that are able, take the left leg back, ball of the foot on the ground, and bend into your right knee. So you're doing a little lunge here, right? You're doing a little bit of a lunge. Good. Now on your next breath, go ahead and bring that left foot in enough to flatten it and step back with the right leg to downward facing dog. So basically, we're shifting the weight back now, stretching through the shoulders. See if you can lift your hips up towards sky as your heels press down. So lengthen the backs of your legs. One more breath. Good. Now slowly start to release that. As you do, take your right foot and step forward to your chair. And then add your left foot and you're back in your little forward fold where we started. Soften the knees as if you're picking something up. Inhale, rise. Lift the heart, hands to heart. Good, let's do the other side. Drop the arms, inhale. Exhale, swan dive to your fold, pause. Now this time the right leg steps back, ball of the foot on the ground, left knee bent. Notice how your left knee is directly over your heel. Stretch. Push the right heel back, stretch, breathe. One more breath. Good, now stepping the right foot in just a little bit to flatten it, all the way back to your down dog, left leg joins it, stretch, stretch. Breathe, breathe. Beautiful, one more breath. Slowly release that, left foot has to step forward and back to your forward fold, the right leg joins it. Soften the knees as if you're picking something up. Inhale, lift the heart, hands to heart center, good. One more time, we'll add on this time. Inhale up, exhale, swan dive to the chair. Left foot steps back for that little lunge. The left heel is lifted. Those that can, take the right hand and slide it to your right hip. Roll that right shoulder back. Take a little twist. Make sure you're keeping your right knee over your heel. Good. Exhale, release the hand back to the chair. Step the left foot flat and we're back to downward facing dog. One more breath. Lift the hips, push the heels down. Slowly release. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps forward. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise with joy, right? Practicing our yoga, hands to the heart. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive to the chair. Good. Right leg steps back. Here's the lunge, so your right heel is lifted. If you want to try the twist, left hand comes off the chair. Comes over to the left hip, shift your gaze left. Good, and release that down. Let's flatten the right foot and step all the way back to our last downward facing dog. Nice big stretch. Nice work, good. As you release, your left foot steps forward to the chair, right foot steps forward, soften the knees. Inhale and rise. Lifting the heart, hands to the heart center. I am calm. I am grounded. I am peaceful. Very nice. Good. Now a little effort here. We will turn our chair around. Soften the knees. Pick up the chair and turn it so the high side is facing you. Then turn your body so that your right hand has access to your chair. Okay? The right hand has access to the chair. Let's widen the legs. just maybe a little bit wider than your hips distance. And we'll turn the toes out on a little diagonal here, lifting just the left arm up. Good. So can we bend the knees and find a little goddess squat? I'm going to take this left arm almost as if it's in like a half goalpost. Good. Let's come back up. Stretch. Exhale, back down. Inhale, back up. A couple more. The weight is coming into the heels now. Good. Last one. Very nice. And then just release. Let's put that left arm down. Now, let's bring the toes to straighten out. So the feet straighten out, the toes forward. And just your right foot turns. Just your right foot. You may have to adjust your left foot a bit. So right foot turns, and then we'll bend that knee. So that foot is basically between the legs of the chair for many of you. Let's bring this left arm out, and we're in warrior two. Warrior two. One or two of you might want to let go of the chair there, or not. Right? Now let's drop the left arm. Can we lift this right arm up if you're able, and we'll straighten that right leg. So this is a pose called reverse triangle. Then exhale back towards that chair to warrior two. Let's do it again. Reverse triangle, straighten everything out, including that leg. Exhale back to the chair. One more time. Exhale back to the chair, right hand back onto the back of the chair. Beautiful. Now, we're going to go ahead and straighten that right leg again. This time, lead your right shoulder towards your side wall. So it's coming towards your chair, basically, your right shoulder. When you can't bring it any further towards the chair, notice the stability in your left hip. As you're in triangle pose, a couple of you might be able to lift your left arm here. Breathe. Shift the gaze upwards if you feel comfortable. Good. On your next breath, as you exit this pose, lift yourself up, up, up. Good. And let that arm come down. Beautiful job. Let's turn that right foot back and toe heel in. I'm still holding the chair with my right hand. Going to shift the weight over to my right foot now. Unweight the left foot, coming into tree pose. So I'm going to notch this left heel into the top of the right foot for balance. Some of you might want to put this left arm out to the side. Breathing. Reminding yourself not to hold your breath, but to use it now strongly, full breaths. There might be one or two of you that would like to slide this left foot up to the side of your shin there. I know some of you might let go with the other arm. Okay. Whatever you'd like to do there. One more breath. Tree pose. Let's release that. Beautiful. And just move around. As you're moving around, we need to turn around. Option one, turn around to do the other side. Option two, I'm going to move my chair to the other side. So I still have the high side of the chair facing me, but I'm now going to be on the opposite leg. So let's find our wide stance. Legs are a little wider than hips. Toes are diagonaled out. Right arm is up. Good. Let's find our goddess flow as we bend the knees. We have a little half goalpost with that arm. Back up again. Exhale down. Open the hips. Back up. Exhale down. Back back up. Good. One more. And come back up. Beautiful job. Let's lower that arm. And just straighten out your feet so your toes are forward for a moment. Still holding that chair. Now just your left foot will turn. So basically my foot is pretty much under the two legs of this chair as I bend the knee. Readjust your right foot if needed for warrior two. Perhaps for one or two, maybe letting go of the chair. If you're new at yoga, please hold on to the chair. We have our whole lives to practice, right? Good. Now let's lower this back arm down to the long leg. Straighten your front leg out and come to that reverse triangle where everything stretches. And then exhale back down to the chair. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back down to the chair. This opposite arm can move with you if you want, or it can stay down at the left. Exhale, back to the chair. Good. Let's do one more on this side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful job. So my left hand comes back to the chair. I'm coming into that triangle now. So as I straighten out this left leg, I'm going to take that shoulder towards the chair, towards that wall, the side wall of the room, right? And when I can't go any further there, really stabilizing into my right leg and foot and hip, some to lift that right arm up. It doesn't matter how high you lift it. However high your shoulder allows, one or two of you might shift your gaze upwards. This is a great stretch for the hip. Beautiful breath in the body. On your next inhale, lift yourself up. Come out of the pose, bring that arm down. Release that left foot and just toe heel back to mountain pose. Readjust your stance if needed. We're still holding on to the chair for our tree pose practice. Now our left foot is grounded and our right heel lifts. Go ahead and drop your heel down at the notch where that leg and the foot meet. For tree pose, your right arm can be out. Now if you want a little bit more, maybe to slide the foot up to the side of the shin. Pausing, full breath in the body, one or two will let go. And hold the chair. One more breath. I am calm. I am grounded. I am peaceful. Bring that down. Great job. Let's move around. Now we need to move the chair one more time. So move your legs around a little bit. We're going to take and bend the knees and move the chair back to the original position. The original position, where we're just going to sit down again. Good. See how you feel just from that movement. I'd like to do some stretches here. The first stretch that we will do is a little bit more into the hips. So those that are able, let's go ahead and pick up your right leg and see if you can make a pigeon shape, a figure four shape with the ankle on the opposite thigh. Now that may or may not work for your body today. If it does not work for your body today, cross that over anywhere. You can cross it over the shin. Right, that might work. You can keep it lower and just cross the feet. Or for some, you might be up here. It doesn't matter where you are. Wherever you are, see if you can hold your hands just to the side of your chair. Lift the heart up a little higher. And then with care and caution, start to bring your heart a little bit forward towards the wall in front of you. So we're not rounding the back here, we're just shifting maybe to a 45-degree forward. Notice the stretch. This is excellent for sciatic nerve issues in the legs. This is excellent for restless leg syndrome if you suffer from that. Any nerve-related issues in the legs. Very good. One more breath. Good, and then just slowly bring yourself out of that, and we'll place this leg back on the ground. Great. Let's try the other side. Pick up the left. Now the figure 4 shape, that it's called a pigeon in yoga. That may or may not work on this side. Some of you may have the leg a little lower. On this one, I think I'll keep my leg a little lower on this. Hands at the chair, sit tall. And then the heart forward, little stretch forward. Relaxing into your left hip, just relax that left hip. And forward. No more than about a 45-degree angle, and then just breathe right there. Good. Very nice. One more breath. Slowly bring yourself back. Beautiful job. Both feet flat on the floor, knees hips distance apart. So we're going to finish this practice by just moving the spine in a few directions before we rest. Let's inhale the arms up again. Stretch tall. Nice big breath. Now, we've done this before. Turn your torso to the left, bend the elbows, drop the arms for twist. Notice this twist this time. You might have gotten just a little bit more here. The gaze shifted towards the shoulder. Breathing. Good. Now a little work to do the other side. Arms come back up. Turn your whole torso. Opposite side. Then soften and drop. Relax and breathe. Nice little twist. Notice yourself breathing through your whole belly here. There's a lot of breath in the body in yoga. It's one of the things we love about practicing. It increases our lung capacity, our oxygen uptake. Good. Let's come back to center. And now for our last stretch, let's come back to that compassion mudra arm. Just imagine that you've just given the whole world a hug and everyone else watching this video. You've given everyone a hug. Let's bring our hands behind us for that stretch, that little camel stretch. You might find you can reach the chair, right? Lift your heart up, stretch. It might feel like a back bend, that's okay. Draw your shoulders back, open your throat a little bit. Breathe. Open your heart. I am calm, I am grounded, and I am peaceful. And slowly back to center. Now, for the first time today, we're going to rest and shift ourselves. You might even want to slide back in your chair. For the first time today, just go ahead and put your back against the back of the chair. Hands on your lap. Closing your eyes. Let yourself rest from this practice. Stay here for a few minutes, just drifting the eyes closed a little bit. See how you feel. You can stay here as long as you'd like to. You can come back and practice this video every day. We've moved the body in every direction that we could. I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste to all of you.